Everyone tells you to do A/B testing on Meta ads, but nobody tells you the right way to do it. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we A/B test at Baveja Media and how this method has helped us scale ads while reducing CPL and increasing the ROAS. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos once said, "Our success at Amazon is a function of how many experiments we run per year, per month, per day." That quote is something I live by because experimenting the right way is key to finding scalable ads. But there's a method to finding it properly. And if you don't follow the right approach, your tests will be meaningless. The first thing I want to make clear is that I don't use Facebook ads built-in feature of A/B testing tool or their experimental feature. The reason is simple. It's only for a few days, and after that you have to create a new campaign and manually move over the winning results. And when you do that, all the learnings from your initial test get lost, which means Facebook has to start learning from scratch. And on top of that, whatever results you see in the experimental campaign don't always translate when you duplicate it into a real campaign. And this is why most people struggle to scale ads, because they assume what worked in a test will work the same way when scaled, but it doesn't. Instead, I take a different approach. I set up an ABO campaign where I run all the experiments. This idea of A/B testing is to quickly figure out which ad is working and scale it as fast as possible while keeping all the learnings intact. And the most important thing to remember while running experiments is to only test one variable at a time. Why? Because if you change a lot of variables or multiple things at once, you won't know what caused the performance shift. Now, let's talk about how we actually run these tests. First, we define the angles. This is something I break down in detail in my workshop, but let me give you a quick example. Let's say you're running ads for a milkshake brand. The angles you could test include price, health, benefits, convenience, taste, nostalgia, or meal replacement. Once you have written down all the angles, you create separate ads from each of them. Now let's say one of these angles work. So instead of stopping there, the next step is to exploit that winning angle by creating multiple variations of it. If convenience as an angle is performing well, you should now create 3 to 5 different ads that highlight convenience in different ways. This ensures that you are doubling down on something that works and thinking logically while keeping your ads fresh. Next, you need to understand how to scale these ads properly, because scaling is not as simple as duplicating a campaign and expecting the same results. It doesn't happen like that. Many advertisers make a mistake of finding one ad, like one winning ad, and duplicating it and throwing the entire budget into it, only to see it fail. Instead, you should gradually increase ad spend and focus on incremental improvements. Now what that means is, once you have a winning ad, start by adding different background music to create slight variations. Like every high performing ad should have at least 2 to 3 versions with different sounds. Next, experiment with hook, and then start putting in all that money on the different ads that you have created, right? And since your hook is the most crucial part, because it determines whether your thumb stop ratio is good or your hook rate is good, so focus on that even more. You can even go one step ahead and you can analyze hook rate, hold rate, and your waterfall curve in Ads Manager to see how many viewers drop off at what point, and then fix that inside that winning ad and make the ad even better. Another key experiment that you can do is changing the video length. Some ads perform best at 10 to 15 seconds, while others perform better at 30 to 45 seconds. So you should create multiple versions of the same ad, reshoot them, and put more budget on those, because you know that that's a winning ad, so it should perform. So multiple variations are supposed to perform. Like there's higher chances of or higher probability of them performing. Hope that makes sense. You can also experiment with text overlays. For example, instead of simply showing a product shot, add a bold statement like, "This changed how I sleep forever," or "Most people get this wrong," to drive curiosity. This can significantly impact engagement on your already existing winning ad. Now, up until now, I have been talking about video ads, but there's a hack for image ads as well that works incredibly well. So instead of running static image ads, convert those into short 15-second slideshow videos using the same images with some voiceover, or maybe without any voiceover. This allows you to collect insights from video ad metrics while still running what is essentially an image ad, because you wouldn't know the hook rate, thumb stop ratio, or anything of the image ad, but when you convert it into video, then you would know all these metrics. So keep that in mind. A simple hack. So once you have identified the winning creative, it's time to duplicate and clone them to scale effectively with the ways that I just discussed. But here's something most advertisers overlook, which is iteration paralysis. It's not enough to find only one winning ad and then do all these iterations which I've mentioned, because then you can fall into the trap of keep running the ad indefinitely and iteration paralysis. That is, to be very honest, a phenomena. If you overuse the same creative, your audience will get fatigued and the performance will drop eventually. Once you have run sufficient iterations, move on to the testing new creatives, or simultaneously or parallelly you are already running or testing new creatives, then pour all your attention towards new winning creatives. The key to long-term success is always having fresh variations ready before performance starts declining. So this is how we run A/B tests, scale high-performing ads, and keep performance strong over time. So if you follow this process, you will be able to consistently improve your ads, reduce your CPL, and scale profitably. And if you have any other method which you want to suggest, then drop it in the comments, and I would love to learn from you, because there are ample amount of methods which can be used. Now, if you're interested in, basically knowing which ads work and which ads don't, then click the link over here. This is the next video which you should be watching in order to know how to basically, now you know that how to A/B test, so you should know how to A/B test, right? Or maybe I've already told you how to A/B test, but all the templates that are working right now, and you should be clicking over here. All the best.